What's up, everybody? AJ Kirsch here, the voice of MyPlayer in WWE2K19's My Career Mode, and welcome to episode 8 of WWE2Kfabe, when I give you the inside perspective and behind-the-scenes stories surrounding the voiceover and motion capture of WWE2K19. Once again on a mission to get through the plugs, questions, and love as quickly as possible. A couple free and easy ways you can support. You can hit the thumbs up button on this video. You can subscribe. You can turn on notifications so you know exactly when new episodes drop. Of course, new episodes of WWE2Kfabe drop every Monday and Wednesday, and bonus content drops every Friday on my YouTube channel. You can follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at AJ Kirsch, Facebook.com/IamAJKirsch. You can also follow Broseph Joe Brody, my doppelganger at Hoodslam, Twitter and Instagram at BroJBrody, and Facebook.com/Broseph Joe Brody. Links to all of my social media are in the description of this video. Also in the description of this video is a link to my merchandise page. Right now, I am wearing the Broseph Joe Brody NW Bro shirt. Over a dozen designs to choose from, sizes and styles for men and women, and I just added the brand new BroFX Broseph Joe Brody shirt. And if you use checkout code WWE2K19, you get 20% off your entire order, and shirts ship worldwide. So it doesn't matter where you are, a shirt will find you if you pick one up. And whether it's a shirt, a subscription, a follow, a like, however you choose to support, I really appreciate it. With that being said, we're going to get to questions from the last episode. If you have questions on this episode, leave them in the comments below. If you have feedback, leave those in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say about WWE2Kfabe. Not a lot of comments on the last video, which is cool because that means we're going to get through this real quick. Daniela Brito is asking, what's your favorite wrestler of all time? And Steve Clark already there with the answer. My favorite wrestler of all time is Shawn Michaels. He's the guy that made me want to pursue a career in professional wrestling. Mick Foley, though, a close second. So once again, if you've got feedback, if you've got questions, leave them in the comments below. And before we dive in, I just want to shout out MK Ice and Fire, the gaming channel on YouTube. They have given me permission to use their footage of every single cutscene from my career mode in WWE2K19. So without their support, this show could not be happening. So please check out MK Ice and Fire if you are at all interested in gaming. Give them a subscription. You'll be glad you did. And without any further ado, let's dive in to episode 8 of WWE2Kfabe. All right, we are at SmackDown Live, and I am eagerly anticipating the arrival of who I think is going to be Bobby Roode in a rematch for the U.S. Championship. And yes, indeed, glory. Oh, not so much. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have laid him out.
I don't know, but apparently this is what KO meant when he said they were settling this tonight.
And they are hell-bent on settling this tonight, even though I came to them first and was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to get revenge on you guys. And they're like, no, we're going to get revenge on you. And I guess this... I don't think I was there for this particular scene. I don't remember going kind of nose-to-nose with anybody to set up the motion capture during this match. And we are joining this match already in progress. RKO out of nowhere. There's a stiff right hand, and Kevin Owens is busted wide open, and then Bobby Roode extracting some revenge of his own, and the referee calls for the bell. I think disqualifying Bobby Roode, and Buzz is now getting a piece of his own.
Hey, that's enough.
And Daniel Bryan out here. Now, again, I hate to kind of repeat myself, but you listen to Daniel Bryan, and it just sounds more like he's talking to somebody, like face-to-face, rather than actually cutting a promo. If anybody from 2K is listening to this, maybe some notes for next time. There's a cover and a 3 count. Your winners, MK and Bobby Roode. A measure of revenge for both competitors, as Kevin Owens, busted wide open, takes the fall. Here's some highlights of the shuffling super kick, shoulder block to the midsection, avoids the RKO that time, and then just boots him, hull of a kick in the corner.
Wow, I haven't seen a match like that in a long time.
Again, I don't know if I was present for this particular motion capture. This may have been some of the other talent, and if you go back and look at the credits, which are available on YouTube, you just look at some of the names that are in the motion capture credits for this game. It's some of the most elite names
in all of independent wrestling. I'm not going to spoil any of them for you. I think you might be surprised to see some of the people that were involved in this game, but some truly top shelf, top tier talent. And we're not done here. The action spilling over. This, what was a tag team, is now quite divided. RKO out of nowhere. Oh my God, what a maneuver. And coming back out are Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And since this was, you know, obviously there's a lot of physicality involved here, I can for sure tell you that I was not, wait a second, pop-up power bomb from Kevin Owens. I can tell you for sure, referee having a freaking seizure calling for the bell. I can tell you that I was not involved with this particular shot as Sami Zayn gallops around the ring. Oh, it's fun to watch these unfold. Anyway, I was not involved with that particular scene. You know, that was because it involved more physicality than anything. Look at that suit. That looks like I'm going to a job interview. It's funny. I actually have a tie that looks a lot like that exact tie.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
My time as United States champion hasn't quite gone as I planned, to say the least. I wanted to defend the title and give you hard-fought, competitive.
Now, this is one of the, I think, longer promos in the in 2K19, and for some of these, like, I did my best to memorize as much of it as I could, but you know, with some of the longer dialogue, either I got off track or I may have flubbed a line or something. So they had monitors set up throughout pretty much any conceivable angle. They had monitors throughout the motion capture studio. So if it was a really long promo like this one, then they'd have the lines so I could kind of glance up at them and find my place if I wasn't quite sure what was coming next. But yeah, you can see that just there was a lot going on here, and we had to record. You know, depending on what you chose as MyPlayer, we had to record different promos. So it's like the promo you're seeing right now is not the only promo that you could be seeing right now. It depends on your choice. And I'm pissed because another conversation with Daniel Bryan. What's he got to say this time?
Thank you for saying what needed to be said. In recent weeks, through no fault of your own, the United States title has been dragged through the mud by your opponent. So I'm backing your decision and making
maybe
it
it's
official.
Actually, now that I think about it out loud, oh my God, wait a minute.
What's he doing here? I don't know. I just have a feeling he didn't stop by just to say hi.
Here comes a God of War.
I know you're still relatively new to WWE, Buzz, so let me fill you in on something. You may have gotten lucky by winning the U.S. title.
It just doesn't have, and like I said, going back to the thought that I started, maybe it's a good thing that these don't sound like your typical wrestling promos, because in my opinion, there's a certain cadence that I think has become cliche over the years. Kind of the same way that, like, let me tell you something.
Shut up and listen to what I'm about
anyway,
to say, because it is a
certain cadence in promos that has just become cliche, and a certain cadence and tone that just sounds like your typical wrestling promo. And I think wrestling nowadays, especially because we can kind of acknowledge that it's a show, it makes a character more effective, more relatable if they sound like an actual person and not just your typical pro wrestling. So there is a more conversational tone with what's happening right now in 2K, but it just sounds like, in the way they are addressing Buzz, it just sounds kind of more like a conversation than a wrestling promo. Like, it doesn't sound like Daniel Bryan's really laying down the law as he's talking to Buzz. Triple H does a little bit more, but again, just kind of nitpicking. But, you know, I'm a gamer, I'm a wrestling fan, so I'm sure I'm echoing the thoughts of at least a few people out there, if not many, who have played through WWE2K19.
Oh, yeah. The U.S. title picture. I have a better idea for how to settle all of this. At Money in the Bank, you won't even need to be pinned.
I'm kind of curious where everybody recorded their contributions to the voiceover and motion capture. Like, well, motion capture was all done in-house at 2K, but like, I wonder where Triple H was when he recorded his lines, and where Daniel Bryan was when they recorded their lines. I don't know if they set up like a makeshift studio at TV tapings when they were all together, or if, you know, they just grabbed, you know, a top-notch recording device and just ducked into a broom closet. I don't know. But as busy as they are, I'm curious to know where and when exactly they got it done, because, you know, though the WWE schedule is absolutely notorious for being insane. Skipping right through the replays. We don't care. Don't care about the replays. Yes, I did it. And I upgraded to a sleeveless shirt. Hooray! Take that, Triple H, with your mean-mugging scowl. I don't like it. He sounds nothing like that. That's just... I just made a sound that looked like it echoed his face. Get out of here, kid. You bother me, see? Almost slipped into James C. there for a second.
Hey, that Money in the Bank ladder match was awesome.
AJ meets
Congrats
AJ.
on walking out with the briefcase.
Thanks. To be honest, it's going to be kind of annoying carrying this around with me. And seeing as you're the rookie, how about you carry it around for me?
Get the hell out of here.
No thanks. I already got my hands full.
Yeah, I do.
I'll remember that.
I may be new to WWE. I ain't no greenie, bro. Face that runs the place meets the bro that runs the show. I don't like that one bit. No, he's the champ that runs the camp. Seen as the face that runs the place. Well, I'm the bro that runs the show, bro. I'd much rather carry a championship than a briefcase. Well, that's not true. I could put... you know what? I'd like to see a champion who has the Money in the Bank briefcase so they can keep their championship in their briefcase. RKO out of nowhere. Buzz has been completely laid out. Kevin Owens calls for the referee. There's two. And Kevin Owens defeats Buzz. Damn it. Son of a bitch. I don't believe it. We have a new United States champion. And wait, two new United States champions.
Buzz never had a chance. With Orton interfering, it was essentially 3-on-1.
The deck is definitely stacked against Buzz on this one. To be continued.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of WWE2Kfabe. If you haven't yet, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on notifications so you know exactly when new videos drop, and you can expect some bonus content coming this Friday. Social media links and merchandise links are in the description of this video. So until next time, this has been WWE2Kfabe. Take care, y'all.